host, Mr. Jean-Pierre Ciutat. The president of the German Basketball Federation and FIBA treasurer, Mr. Ingo Weiss. The executive director of the city of Riga, Mr. Juris Radzevich. And the FIBA Europe Secretary General, Mr. Kamil Novak. Every event these days is associated with a graphic element, a form of ID that attaches a certain aspect of exclusivity to it, what we simply refer to as a logo. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a look at the logo of EuroBasket 2015.
Nice logo. Next year is an historical one for the EuroBasket. On the year that the event celebrates its 80th anniversary, the tournament will be organized in 4 different countries and 5 cities for the first time in history.
Zagreb in Croatia, Montpellier in France, Berlin in Germany, and Riga in Latvia will host the group phase, while the French city of Lille will host the final phase. This is a unique undertaking, a great challenge for all those involved, but also an exciting new chapter in the history of EuroBasket. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to present you the host cities of EuroBasket 2015.
Wow. In 2013 in Slovenia, France lifted the EuroBasket trophy for the first time in their history. That was a great memory. 2 years later, they will be hosting the event as defending champions.
If winning the EuroBasket is difficult enough task, then winning back-to-back titles is surely a task of colossal proportions. Reaching the top of the podium next year is the destination that every team will have in mind when they arrive in Zagreb, Montpellier, Berlin, and Riga.
But David, in basketball, as in life, sometimes it's not about the destination, it's more about the journey. It's about the participation, the fans, and the emotions. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to show you now the journey of the 24 participating teams.
Well, the arena is rocking. It's deafening, the noise.
Welcome to the party. So loud in here, it's hard for anybody to concentrate. Welcome to EuroBasket, a celebration of basketball.
We're waiting for a real classic.
Get ready for the show. We're underway here. Again to Fernandez, Magusa!
The intensity is already high.
It's the Goran and Zoran show, and that's how they play basketball on the break. Such drama in this game. The one ball going OT. Voila! Tony Parker!
Pass almost had you out of your seat.
One word, amazing.
It's like deja vu. We've seen that play before. He knocked down a three. Oh, it's party time here. Stunning performance.
Great moment for basketball.
George, we are now ready to enter the main part of the evening, the part that you have all been waiting for, which is the draw of the groups. This is the technical part that we would like to leave to the experts. So I would like to welcome to the stage of FIBA Europe the head of competitions, Mr. Richard Stokes.
Honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to the main part of this event, the Draw for EuroBasket 2015. Before we begin, we will see a short presentation to explain the procedure of the draw.
"24 teams will participate in EuroBasket 2015 and have been ranked in accordance with the FIBA Europe regulations, which is based on their record in the most recent FIBA Europe competition in which they've participated. For the draw, there will be 7 pots in total. Pot 1 contains the 4 host countries, Croatia, France, Latvia and Germany. Pot 2 contains the remaining first seeds. Pot 3 the second seeds, and so on up to pot 7. All 24 teams will then be drawn and placed into 4 groups, Group A, B, C and D. Pot 1, containing the 4 host countries, will first be drawn into their respective Groups A, B, C and D, and in their relevant seeded line within the group. For example, if Latvia is drawn first out of the host country pot and is placed in Group A in the 3rd seed position, France is drawn in Group B in the 1st seed position, Germany in Group C in 5th seed, and Croatia in Group D in the 1st seed. As part of the EuroBasket 2015 organisation, each of the 4 hosts have selected partner countries, which will automatically be drawn in their group. Croatia has Slovenia as their partner, France has Finland, Germany has Turkey, and Latvia has Estonia, and they'll be placed in the respective groups when their pots are drawn. The remaining 6 pots will now be drawn as normal, with the selected country going to the next available place on their seeded line. For pot 2, Lithuania and Spain are the remaining first seeded countries to be selected. For example, Spain is selected first, it will go to Group A, and Lithuania therefore completes the first seedings by going to Group C. For pot 3, the teams will be drawn as normal. However, as a partner country, when Finland is drawn, they will go to the group with France. When Slovenia is drawn, they will go to the group with Croatia. For example, Serbia is selected first and goes to Group A. Slovenia is drawn, and as Croatia's partner country goes to Group D. Ukraine is drawn next and goes to Group C, as Finland, who is the partner country to France and has to go to Group B. For Pot 4, there are 3 teams as host country. Latvia has already been drawn into Group A. Therefore, the other 3 countries will be drawn as normal, with Turkey as a partner country going to the group with Germany. For example, Greece is selected first and goes to Group B, Turkey is selected next and has to go to Group C, and therefore Bosnia and Herzegovina goes to Group D. Pot 5 is a straight draw, with the first selected country going to Group A, followed by the next in Group B, and so on. For example, the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia is drawn first and goes to Group A. Poland is drawn second to Group B, Belgium third to Group C, and Italy finally goes to Group D. Pot 6 is a straight draw, with the 3 teams going to Groups A, B, and D, as Germany has already been selected in Group C. For example, Georgia is drawn first and goes to Group A, Israel to Group B, and finally the Czech Republic to Group D. For Pot 7, there are 4 countries, and they'll be drawn as normal, with Estonia as a partner country going to the group with Latvia. For example, the Netherlands are drawn first and have to go to Group B, as Estonia will be in Group A. Russia are drawn next and go to Group C, Estonia is then drawn and goes to Group A, and finally Iceland are drawn in Group D. There's an additional pot that contains numbers 1 to 6. These numbers are drawn for each group at the end of the draw to determine the position of each team within their group and the subsequent order of games. The first number drawn is the number for all first-named teams. For example, the number 5 is drawn and will be given to all of the top-line teams in all groups. Number 3 is then drawn for the second-named teams in all groups. The EuroBasket 2015 draw is completed when all teams have been drawn and placed in their correct number order in each group, and the order of games has been determined.
To assist Mr. Stokes with the draw, we are honored to welcome 6 important figures in the world of basketball. Please welcome to the stage Mr. Dejan Bodiroga, 2-time world champion, 1998 FIBA World Champions MVP, 3-time European champion, and 3-time EuroLeague champion. Mr. Patrick Femmerling of Germany, bronze medalist at the FIBA 2002 World Championships, EuroBasket 2005 silver medalist, and 2003 EuroLeague champion. Mr. Gordan Giricek of Croatia, who played on 5 consecutive EuroBasket between 1997 and 2005 and 6 seasons in the NBA. Mr. Rašo Nesterović of Slovenia, 2005 NBA champion and 1998 EuroLeague champion. Mrs. Gunta Basco-Menboard, a 5-time EuroBasket Women and Olympic Games participant with Latvia. Mr. Antoine Rigaudot, a Sydney Olympic silver medalist, bronze medalist at EuroBasket 2005, and EuroLeague champion in 1998 and 2001.
Thank you, Gunta. Thank you, gentlemen. We would like to give the floor to Mr. Stokes to continue with the actual draw of the groups. Here we go, Richard.
Thank you very much. So to get underway, I'd like to invite Dan. Please, could you step forward and draw the first pot, which will be the 4 organisers. And going into Group A will be France. Into Group B will go Germany. Into Group C goes Croatia. And the final team drawn from this pot, Latvia, go to Group D. Thank you very much, Dan. If I could ask you just to wait here, and you're going to help us with the second pot, which will be the remaining number 1 seeds. So if I could ask you to please draw the first one. And the first team drawn is Spain, and they will go to Group B. Which means that the last first seed and the remaining team, Lithuania, will go to Group D. Thank you very much. And now we'll move on to the third pot, which will contain the second seeds. And to help us with this, Patrick, would you step forward? And the first team drawn is Slovenia, and Slovenia will go to Group C as the partner of Croatia. And the next team drawn is Serbia, and Serbia will go to Group B as the partner country for France is yet to be drawn. The next team drawn is Ukraine. Ukraine will go to Group D. And the final team from this pot, Finland, will join their partner country, France, in Group A. Thank you very much, Patrick. And now we'll move on to the fourth pot, which contains the third seeds. And to help us with this, I'd like to ask Gordon, please, to step forward and draw the first ball. And the first team drawn is Bosnia and Herzegovina, and they will go to Group A. The second team drawn is Turkey, and they will go to Group B with their partner country, Germany. And the final team drawn is Greece, who will go to Group C. Thank you very much, Gordon. Now we move on to the next pot, and in order to help us with the fourth seeds in pot 5, Russia, would you step forward and draw the first ball, please? And the first team drawn is Poland. They go to Group A. And the second team drawn is Italy. They go to Group B. Now we move to the third team. The former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia will go to Group C. And the final team drawn from this pot, Belgium will go to Group D. Thank you very much, Russia. Now we move to the next pot, and to help us with this, I'd like to ask Gunther to step forward and draw the first ball, please. And the first team drawn is Israel. They will go to Group A. The second team drawn is Georgia. They will go to Group C, as we already have Germany in Group B. Which means that the final team drawn, the Czech Republic, will go to Group D. Thank you very much, Gunther. And now to complete the team draw, I'd like to ask Antoine to step forward and pick the final group of teams. And the first team drawn going into Group A is Russia. The second team drawn going into Group B will be Iceland. The next team drawn is Estonia, and they will go to Group D, joining their partner, Latvia. Which means that the 24th and final team of this draw, Netherlands, will complete it by going to Group C. Thank you very much, Antoine.
Thank you, Richard. Before we continue with the draw of the numbers, which determines the order of the teams in the groups and therefore the game schedule, I would like to ask Mr. Rigaudot a question. En français, ce qui sera beaucoup plus confortable pour tous les deux. Antoine, dans ta carrière, une médaille olympique à Sydney, médaille de bronze aussi aux championnats d'Europe.
In the Olympics in Sydney, and it is going to be great memories. Of course, when you are a basketball player, you want to be a champion, you want to win competitions, and I had the opportunity to play with outstanding team members and a great staff who allowed me to win these medals. The Euro will be in France, and you played in France in 1999. It's obviously very different to play at home. It's always really very special to be playing at home. There's a lot more pressure from the media, from the population, especially since our team, our French team, is really good right now. So we have a possibility of winning this EuroBasket. But we know that we have a lot of competition. I imagine that you would have loved to play before 27,000 people. Playing before 27,000 people is a dream come true for all basketball players, all sportsmen. It's also a very interesting competition system because I think that these 27,000 viewers will.
I can see that we are ready to conclude our draw by drawing the numbers. Mr. Stokes will once again take over the technical part. Back to you, Richard.
Thank you. As you can see, the groups are now complete, with Group A playing in Montpellier, Group B in Berlin, Group C in Zagreb, and Group D in Riga. To complete the draw, I'd like to ask Antoine, please, to draw the balls to determine the order of play of the games. And the first number drawn is number 3. The next number is number 4. Is followed by number 2. The next number is number 5. Penultimate number is number 6. With the final number drawn being number 1. Thank you very much, Antoine.
Merci Antoine. Thank you, Richard. Ladies and gentlemen, our draw has now officially concluded.
Mesdames et messieurs, notre
George, you
tirage
have
est
a
désormais
short
terminé.
comment on these
Georges, un
groups.
petit
Well, it
commentaire
looks
sur
like
ces groupes?
France will not complain about the Group A. Group B and C seem to be the two strongest groups. And in Group D, we have 4 neighboring countries, so that'll be very interesting too. There's going to be some great matchups in every venue.
Pour l'équipe de France, championne d'Europe, donc à Montpellier,
For
avec
the
la
French
Russie, la
team,
Bosnie-Herzégovine, la Finlande,
European
la
champions,
Pologne et Israël, on peut considérer
well, I think
effectivement
we
que
can
c'est un
consider
groupe
that
plutôt
France's
accessible
group
pour
is a rather
l'équipe
accessible
de
group
Vincent
for
Collet, qui devra
Vincent
ensuite croiser
Collet's
avec
team.
le groupe
We
B
will
de
then
Berlin. C'est la
have
première
to
de très
meet
jolis
with the
chocs.
cross with the B team from Berlin. So I think it's going to be very interesting.
Thanks to all our guests this evening here in Disneyland and to all those who watched our show on TV or online around the world. Thank you so much.